Good evening, dear teachers. I believe I am audible. If yes, please raise your hand so that I understand it.
Good evening, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So today,
Clearly audible, ma'am.
thank you so much.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Sugandha ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Poonam ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Okay, so let us begin with our topic, the importance of counseling at school. संजीत सर, इसको थोड़ा मिनिमाइज कर दीजिए तो नीचे ले आते कॉर्नर में। हम्म, हम्म। ये मेरा शो ऑन नहीं हुआ। No, it's not working. So, dear teachers, today we are going to discuss why counseling in school is important and why in education system we should counsel our children. It's very important because being adult, sometimes we need counseling from our friends, from society, from family members. And in school, children definitely need counseling. Before that, no, let us recall what we usually share in our morning assemblies or in our meetings or whenever we interact with each other. What do we share? That every child has innate quality. God has given some unique quality which is already present there. What is there? Just to give that grace to locate. Even children are guided many a times in school by you, by discipline in charges or some counselors, that they do have some innate quality. They need to locate it. It should not be embedded. But is it really possible? Mere saying will bring all the changes? No. Here begins when we need to become a counselor for our child, our student. Because Erickson has wisely said there is in every child at every stage a new miracle of vigorous unfolding. That clearly says that every child is unique in personality. They do have their own perspectives to perceive life. They have their own tastes, own opinions, and they may have some contradictions, some confusions right from their early adolescent period. And there we should always behave like a counselor as a teacher or as a parent. Today's topic says in school, in our education system. So let us only talk about our school system, how a teacher can behave like a counselor, whereas they should not be mistaken as psychochemists. They cannot diagnose, they cannot give some medicines, but yes, for sure, they can help child by motivating them for their further things. Just a moment. So, dear teachers, I want Rajan sir to read this, so that I explain more about introduction, so that we talk about any child's unique personality and their imagination world of imagination. May I have Rajan sir? Rajan sir, please unmute yourself and please read it for me, what you can read on your screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks.
The mental health of every child is unique, and each one of them has their own world of imagination. While most of us have gone through different mental states during our formative years, we still fail to recognize the same when it comes to our children. Moreover, people have the
Misconception.
misconception misconception of seeing counseling as some type of psychotherapy, and
Therapy.
hence therapy, they try to avoid the topic. There is a strong need of counseling in the school, since the formative years of a child is really important in shaping of his future.
Okay, thank you, Rajan sir. See,
Thank
it
you,
is
ma'am.
clearly visible on our screens what we can read, that every child is unique in their mental health. All fingers are not alike, right? But most of us who have already passed our childhood time forget that what our children must be feeling now. हम भी जब छोटे थे हमारे अंदर भी inquisitive mind था, and we may have many queries till date जो शायद कभी भी sort out हो ही नहीं पाए, because we didn't get counselors in our school. It's not always that there should be a particular post in the school, although it is mandatory. And some counselor is really required to be appointed. And here in this session, we have appointed our Mishra sir. He is a real counselor where he guides, motivates, and children show their trust and good faith on him. So we all should behave like a counselor whenever it is required. Why? Because we have already crossed our formative years, and now it is really mandatory for our primary teachers to just read the mind. They are not psychotherapists. They are not trained. They are not masters in reading minds. But definitely they can read book of psychology where children are concerned. Child psychology books should be read, and we should not avoid this topic because there is no question it's not tough. Why? सबने तो अपना बचपन जिया है, सबने तो वो सारी चीजें फेस की हैं what your children or your students are facing nowadays. So counseling to bade easily we can handle in our classroom or in our school system, because formative years are really very very important to be groomed well, to be grazed well. We cannot ignore this topic because this is important topic. Now, in today's world, no, which is so fast moving, our children are global citizens. Where no, they are not spending time with their family. Even family members are busy with their phone along with the children. And most of the problems in today's time, no, we understand whenever your children come to you for one or the other reason, Instagram, WhatsApp, or other mails. So children are exposed to that social media or mass media or to these social sites where they are overexposed. With the touch, they can get any kind of knowledge and they feel that elders are not required. But touch, tech, and ethical grooming is really important. We are not saying, I am not declaring that children should be away from technology. But of course, yes, there should be some moral touch. Next to it in this article, no, we are going to discuss positive aspects of counseling, that why and how it is necessary and why it should be made mandatory in our schools. Just a moment, dear teacher. Okay, now how we should start it, how we should do it, because there should be a curriculum, there should be a map work that how we should do it. Let us follow some 5 simple steps. Number 1, know your child well. There may be cases where out of 40 to 45's class, you do not remember all names because teachers go in different sections, maybe 4 sections, 5 sections, or 6 sections in a day. But thing is, you should know your child well by name. There should be a parental touch, fatherly figure or motherly figure. Don't be the friends, but be a good counselor where children should put their faith in you. They should know that emotionally they can trust you. Where you are not name tagging them, where you are not giving them some pet names, or there are no declarations that is bachche ka kuch nahi ho sakta, this boy or girl is good for nothing. No tagging. Give them equal space, irrespective of gender. Respect their emotions, respect their feelings. Now I would request Madam Sugandha to please read what she sees on the screen. May have I, Madam Sugandha? Okay, I do the needful. The primary motive behind counseling at school level is to address the emotional, social, and behavioral needs of the students and to create a seamless and friendly environment to help each one of them with different approaches. Here, it is not reading as if we become their friends. Teachers cannot be friends. But when you are counseling, that environment should be friendly where they come out of their emotions, where they discuss and share their heart and mind with you by trusting कि उनके secrets या उनके emotions, उनके values आप अपने तक ही रखेंगे और आप किसी को डिस्क्लोज नहीं करेंगे. जब आप उनकी बात को समझ जाएं, then come to the solution because we are very sure if there is a problem, it comes along with the solutions package. अकेली तो प्रॉब्लम आती नहीं है, सॉल्यूशन साथ लाती है. तो अपने क्लासरूम में एक ऐसा एनवायरनमेंट, पॉजिटिव एनवायरनमेंट जो है प्लॉट करते रहिए जहां पे बच्चे आपको ट्रस्ट कर सके, जहां उनको पता हो कि उनका मजाक नहीं उड़ाया जाएगा. You don't have to become a psychotherapist, but your aim should be to enhance the adaptive functionality of a child's mind. कि जो वो बच्चा आपको बता रहा है, you are not judgmental, you are not telling anything or saying anything before child shares everything. तो सबसे पहली बात और एक आती है कि आपको एक पेशेंट लिसनर बनना होगा, जहां पे बच्चा आप पे ट्रस्ट कर सके कि मैं जो भी अपने काउंसलर को, टीचर को बता रहा हूं वो जजमेंटल नहीं होंगे, वो किसी एक सिंगल लाइन पे फोकस नहीं करेंगे, बट दे शुड बिलीव यू, ट्रस्ट यू, पुट इन देयर फेथ बाय sharing their emotions and feelings. Then, on a lighter note, school-based counseling basically aims at helping students. क्योंकि हमारा aim क्या है? हमारा aim है कि हम बच्चों को पूरी तरह समझ पाएं. In the morning when children come from their home, you never know from which background or surrounding they are coming. हो सकता है घर से आने में कभी पेरेंट्स से डांट पड़ गई, वो मोटिवेटेड ही नहीं है आपकी क्लास में बैठकर पढ़ने में, or when they boarded their school bus or local bus, they did not get appropriate seat of their choice, because these adolescents or early adolescent children have their own set frame of mind. They want their things exact and intact as they wish for, but हर वक्त wish पूरी हो जाए जरूरी तो नहीं. So first thing a teacher counselor should behave that they should know their child. So primary thing क्या है, what is the key, that you have to create a positive environment in your class. Even if you are unhappy or upset of anything from your home, elders can surely control their emotions. Their feelings can be controlled easily because they are experienced. You have crossed the stage of your childhood and you became good citizens. You came with win-win situation. That's why you are in a public school, and that too in a good school. So choose everything effectively in the school and with other elders, because we cannot do anything without the help of their family. If you find any difficulty, if you find that child is not happy of his home's atmosphere, homely atmosphere, then talk to parents. School-based family counseling is very important here. What does it mean? It means that all the subject teachers can have one collaborative approach to work on single child, on a group of children, where they should not pinpoint, but a positive counseling should take place by knowing the child well, by reading the mind, by giving some extra time. So extra time is required. So counseling is often provided to those individuals who are considered healthy. हमको ये नहीं सोचना है कि काउंसलिंग जिसकी होती है वो बुरा व्यक्ति है या वो साइकोलॉजिकली मिसफिट है. पहले तो इस धारणा को हमको रिमूव करना होगा that we do not visit, I'm sorry, psychologists or counselor when we are mentally unstable. ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं. क्यों? क्योंकि काउंसलिंग वो लोग भी लेते हैं जो बिल्कुल हेल्दी हैं बट हु नीड स्पेशल अटेंशन, क्योंकि वो कहीं से स्पेशल अटेंशन किसी पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन को या किसी पर्टिकुलर जगह को एक्सेप्ट करने के लिए उनको शायद एक्स्ट्रा केयर की जरूरत है. Extra attention and extra care are complementing each other. So many of the parents have a communication gap. Working parents, business class parent, or maybe parent is dealing with many stresses in their life and they don't feel like to talk much, or they come home tired, time ही नहीं मिल पाता होगा, that quality time is missing, and due to this communication gap, simplest issues in child's life are misunderstood और समझ में ही नहीं आता. उनको पता ही नहीं होता है कि उनके बच्चे के क्लास में आज क्या हुआ, उनके होमवर्क में क्या हुआ, बच्चे क्या सोच रहे हैं. So these are the things where teacher, that means you or we can make the difference. For example, a school counselor must approach a child who is tearful. पहले तो जरूरी नहीं है कि बच्चा रोता हुआ ही दिखे. Tearful here means emotionally वो थोड़ा सा setback में दिख रहा है, उदास दिख रहा है. तो spot the child, फिर उससे बात करें कि आखिर उस बच्चे को हुआ क्या है. एक एम्पैथी होनी चाहिए, सिंपैथी नहीं, दया भाव नहीं होना चाहिए, बट एम्पैथी होनी चाहिए, where child is not losing that identity or dignity. इंटेग्रिटी के साथ सारी मेंटेन करते हुए चीजें हमको बच्चे के बारे में जानना है. बच्चे को ये नहीं लगना चाहिए दैट आई एम पिटीएबल फिगर, फिर तो कॉन्फिडेंस लूज होगा. बट यू हैव टू check with the child which conflict or which are the situations which are making child miserable or unhappy. So most of us become judgmental when it comes to our own child, but this may create a wrong perception about human behavior in the mind. होता क्या है कि एक क्लास में स्टाफ वार्ड भी हैं और आपके दूसरे बच्चे भी हैं. सो वी शुड नॉट बिकम जजमेंटल दैट मेरा बच्चा तो कर ही नहीं सकता एंड अनदर चिल्ड्रन आर रॉन्ग. टीचर काउंसलर का पहला जो कर्तव्य है, व्हाट इज दैट वी शुड नॉट बी जजमेंटल. सिचुएशन को अंडरस्टैंड करें, एनालाइज करें एंड देन, और ओवर इमोशनल होकर आपको नहीं सोचना है. यू हैव टू मेंटेन योर इमोशनल थिंग्स फर्स्ट. देन समटाइम्स द स्कूल अथॉरिटी अवॉइड्स इट. कभी कभी स्कूल अथॉरिटीज इसको टाइम नहीं देती हैं, बट इट शुड नॉट बी अवॉइडेड एट ऑल, बिकॉज they think that teachers or wardens or religious preachers can handle. They should always keep a close watch over such children, what they are facing, and their interference, their presence of mind, their involvement is very important to show confidence in the children, because all are equals. तो हमको कभी भी बच्चों के लिए जजमेंटल नहीं होना है. हमको कभी भी ये नहीं सोचना है कि हम सही हैं, दूसरे गलत है. मेनी अ टाइम्स नो, मेनी पेरेंट्स कम एंड से मेरे बच्चे में ये कमी नहीं है, दूसरे बच्चे ने इसको बिगाड़ दिया. So you have to show confidence in your student to whom you have adopted to counsel to change that scenario. A counselor must possess the following qualities. अब counselor में actually होना क्या क्या चाहिए? Very important. Should possess a strong sense of empathy. Sympathy नहीं होनी चाहिए. Must be a good listener. जब तक बच्चा अपनी पूरी बात ना बता ले तब तक उसको बीच में इंटरप्ट नहीं करना है, पेशेंटली उसकी सारी बात को सुनना है. They may, skip the points, they may grumble, they may stammer, they may not open up immediately, but you have to keep your patience. So who is careful about giving judgmental views, who has the ability to follow up the students, and who can give recommendations to the authority to deal with situations. और फिर काउंसलर का बहुत important पार्ट ऑफ वर्क क्या है कि वो अथॉरिटीज के साथ भी किसी पर्टिकुलर बच्चे की जिसकी आप काउंसलिंग कर रहे हैं या ग्रुप ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स की काउंसलिंग कर रहे हैं, तो अथॉरिटीज को भी इसके बारे में जानकारी होनी चाहिए दैट यू आर वर्किंग ऑन देम. जस्ट अ मोमेंट. ओके, सो अब इन सब बातों का कंक्लूजन क्या निकलता है? कंक्लूजन निकलता है कि जो ट्रेन्ड काउंसलर है ना, उसको बहुत सारे केसेस में, बहुत सारे इश्यूज में डील करना पड़ता है. ऐसा नहीं है कि उसको फैमिली का प्रेशर या पीयर प्रेशर है. एग्जामिनेशन प्रेशर इज another thing. During examination many children feel some kind of phobia. दे फील दैट अगर मार्क्स नहीं आएंगे तो क्या होगा, टीचर विल नॉट एक्सेप्ट मी, माई फैमिली विल नॉट एक्सेप्ट मी. बहुत सारे कंपेरिजन हो जाते हैं. योर कजन इज स्कोरिंग दीज मेनी मार्क्स. इवन वी एज पेरेंट्स माइट बी डूइंग दिस. आई एज अ पेरेंट मे बी डूइंग इट. बट आपने, जो काउंसलर हैं, जो टीचर्स अपने बच्चों के साथ इन्वॉल्वमेंट शो कर रहे हैं, सो दे शुड try to solve their stress and anxiety by all the means. क्योंकि 10+2 में आते आते बच्चों के ऊपर ये प्रेशर जो है कि उनको प्रोफेशन चुनना है, उनका ये प्रेशर बढ़ जाता है. So a dedicated mental health specialist with master's degree or beyond, a school counselor both provide counseling and play a vital role in the education system in and around school. तो ये चीजें सारी शुरू होनी चाहिए राइट फ्रॉम नर्सरी टू 12. ऐसा नहीं है कि नर्सरी के बच्चे को काउंसलिंग की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. टू ईट देयर टिफिन, टू मेंटेन देयर डाइट, टू क्लिप देयर नेल्स, टू टाई देयर हेयर, टू नॉट यूज कलर्ड हेयर बैंड्स और हेयर डूज और डोंट गो फॉर फैशन. बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, छोटी छोटी हैं, बट मैटर करती हैं द वे वी ग्रूम आवर चिल्ड्रन. So the necessity of the counselor in school is very very important. And NCRB ने भी कहा, और आप शॉक्ड होंगे उस डेटा को पढ़कर, जब काउंसलिंग ना मिले तो सुसाइड रेट्स भी बढ़ जाते हैं. आप याद कीजिए कोरोना टाइम में जब सुशांत सिंह राजपूत का सुसाइडल वाला केस बच्चों के सामने आया था. बहुत सारे ऐसे केसेस और भी आए. those who try to follow their heroes, these film fair heroes, these limelights are, motivating children टू द रॉन्ग डायरेक्शन, क्योंकि पूरी तरह से काउंसलिंग तो हुई नहीं. और कई कई बार एग्जामिनेशन फेलियर्स की वजह से भी, एकेडमिक फेलियर्स की वजह से भी बच्चे जो हैं सुसाइड जो हैं कमिट करने के बारे में सोचते हैं या शायद कर लेते हैं. सो इट इज आवर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू हेल्प आवर चिल्ड्रन टू ग्रो. मैं आपको एक स्लाइड दिखाऊंगी. ओके, आप जरा उसको देखिए, समझिए कि आखिर वो काउंसलिंग है क्या, व्हाट वी शुड डू. जस्ट गिव मी अ मोमेंट. Video is taking little time to be played. Just keep patience.
Expose, close the heart, share your heart.
स्क्रीन शेयर नहीं हो रही है. It is being played. इधर तो नहीं दिख रहा. हम्म. चलिए इसको बंद कर दूं. मैं इसको आगे कंटिन्यू करूँ. शो द वीडियो. इट इज नॉट. Okay. So in 2016, many of the suicide cases are red light due to some mental health issues and physical abuses. The rate of suicide cases of students in school has increased comparatively, and we should learn from the evidences. So, this is the basic reason where we really need counseling. So, in a quick review, please go through the screen so that you read it. The problem is school do not have a specially assigned person, but our school does have a very expert one. You can refer such cases if you do not find time, but it should be basic responsibility of teachers or subject teachers to have a collaborative approach, and like a family, we should share their joys and sorrows.